Hello friends and fellow Vedsies, and welcome back to VEDS. Today I'm going to be responding to some videos that my fellow Vedsies posted this week. I have to say, it was kind of a hard decision to pare down what I was going to be talking about, because I think that this was the strongest week in this year's VEDS in terms of video output. Of course, there is still time on the clock, so I could be proven wrong in the last third of the month, but let's just say I was very entertained by everything that came out this week. Before I do anything else, I want to respond to Jeffrey's response that they did, and then tie in one of Pip's videos as well. That kind of started this question of whether or not you like editing more than filming. Jeffrey brought up how quickly I edited my High School Musical Town video. And thank you, Jeffrey, for recognizing that, because it was a quick turnaround. However, I don't think I could do that with a topic that wasn't a hyperfixation in the way that High School Musical often is for me. I think whether or not I like editing more than filming mostly depends on what type of video I'm making. I like editing the videos that I'm not on camera for. So this week, Trees and Men, earlier in the month, the cityscape one I did, that I'm forgetting the pretentious name I came up for with it. And so I love editing videos like that. Videos like this, the editing process isn't as enjoyable, and I probably enjoy filming it more than I do editing. I mean, the best part is uploading, because at that point you're giving it to God. Something else I wanted to respond to was from one of Alicia's videos, where she talked about the cost of things, or what you give up for things. And it had me thinking about getting married earlier this year. Not to be the guy whose personality is, I got married, but I got married. And that part of getting to the point in a relationship where you feel comfortable enough saying, this is my person, and I can't imagine a future where they are not by my side, is weighing the things that you are giving up entering into that. Mainly things like, these big life decisions that you have to make. Things like if we're going to move, right? A career change, how you save and spend money. These are big things that when you are single, you are the determining factor in those. But when you introduce a second person, then you have to collaborate on those decisions. Like I said, if you can't imagine the future without that person with you, that calculus gets very easy. There was a point in our relationship where we were both kind of doing the math. It was starting to get more seriously, and we took things fairly slowly. It felt very much like our relationship was developing very slowly, then all at once. In that period when we were kind of doing the math and we were deciding, is this someone who I want to kind of hand a portion of my life over to, the math just made sense. And we're incredibly happy, and can't wait to keep this up for as long as we're both around. Of course, another cost, and something that Alicia talked about in the video, was the cost of doing a big creative project like VEDS or NaNoWriMo or something like that. The cost in this month, at least, has been I haven't been watching as much movies. I think I commented on one of Tessa's videos about this. I watch, it's my main hobby, I guess you could say, is that I watch a lot of movies. And this month I've watched like 5, which is usually what I watch in like the first week of a month. So pretty low. But that got me thinking about my my movie watching habits, which ties into a video that Tessa made, where Tessa was talking about the books that they were wanting to read over the next season, how choosing those ahead of time and kind of curating that helps with the choice paralysis, which is tied directly into something I already wanted to make a video on, which was this practice I've had this year of curating my film watch lists. The priorities in what I watch kind of shifts year to year, but this year I wanted to make short watch lists, because my full watch list is unwieldy. That is like 1,237 movies. Like, that's a lot. And it's not, you can't just like scroll through and it's like, well, I'm going to find something to watch tonight. It's too much. So instead, I've been pulling from that in creating these smaller watch lists that are between like 3 or 4 to 16 films. Trying to aim for like 10 to 12. That's like the nice sweet spot. They're all themed around something, whether it's a director's filmography, or they come from a particular country, or they're in a particular genre, or they just have some common theme. And I've watched 4 of those, totaling 42 films. I did a Celine Sciamma watch list, a French director who I enjoy quite a bit. I did a couple haunted house movies. I did what I called my African cinema sampler watch list, which was meant to be an introduction that I could spin off into other watch lists. And so from there, I've also created a Senegalese film watch list and a Nollywood watch list as well, which is the other thing I like about doing these shorter watch lists over just going by my big watch list. And that's because the big watch list is never ending, but doing the smaller watch lists kind of encourages expanded viewing. So it's like, oh man, I really liked these Senegalese directors that I watched during this watch list. Let me see what else they directed, and then start going down. It's like, well, I like this actor, this cinematographer seemed interesting. This was part of this film movement, and then I have a whole Senegalese watch list. And it feels like this method encourages further viewing than just trying to pare down a non-ending list. And so it was fun to see how Tessa was curating books in a similar way to how I was curating movies. Meanwhile, in other parts of VEDS, storylines are progressing with big character revelations and betrayals, and just some plot details that are suitably, as we are getting closer to the end of the month, heating up. And we got to see the return of 2 Graham series with Kistry and RuneScape, both of which are videos about topics I don't know a ton about. I've never played RuneScape. I don't know much about Kiss, but I always learn and I always enjoy them. Even if the RuneScape videos don't do well, Graham, I always enjoy them. If the RuneScape videos have 1 fan, that fan is me. If the RuneScape videos have no fans, that means I'm dead. So, friends and fellow Vedsies, I will leave it there for today. Can't wait to see what the rest of the month has in store as we barrel towards the 30th. I will see you tomorrow.